Okay, to add this batch and from the shopping list, what you want to do is once the person has shopped, you'll see that in the quantity aisle they will have put the items that they bought, so you'll know it's done. If there's nothing in here, that means they haven't shopped yet. So we can see that he's already shopped, and then you'll want to click on Import to Inventory Lab, and you're going to download this as a CSV file. I normally keep the same name and then add the date at the end. Alright, and then we're going to go to Inventory Lab, and you can either do it when you're creating the batch, or if there's a batch that you've already started that you want to add it to, you would just hit this and then import by list and select the file. But for this one, we'll just do a new batch and call it Giant Replens. And then what you'll do is hit select file, and we will hit Giant Shopping List 99, hit open, and then hit process. And then what we'll do next is these will all be the correct thing, and you'll hit next. This always comes up, but you don't need to worry about any of that. Just scroll down here and hit close. So what you'll see, if these match in numbers 29 to 29, that's normally actually good, even though it's 29 issues. But basically it's saying, we're seeing that these items are already in your inventory. Are we supposed to match up with your existing SKU? And that's what we're going to do. So instead of having to replenish each one, all you have to do is say replenish all and say yes. And it processed all of those. And then you would say next step. And then say create batch. And there you go. There's all the items. And then you can still make your edits on if there's a discrepancy with quantities. But everything else should have process over. The only other thing that I forgot to do is you'll see here that it says the purchase date is 8/26. It's not a big deal. We'll leave it as that. But what I should have done was when I come over to the Import to Inventory Lab, if you change the date here for when we purchased the items, this would have been this week, and it doesn't matter really what day this week. Let's say it was the 8th. It'll now change the date here and then all the dates here. So when you import it in, it'll put the correct purchase date. So it's not that big a deal. We'll just leave that for now, but just something to remember on the front side. And that's it. Sometimes when you're importing those items in, you might have to, and you're replenishing the item, sometimes you might have it come up where it recognizes a merchant fulfilled SKU, but you obviously wouldn't be able to select that, so you'll just have to choose the FBA SKU. But otherwise, that is the process.